Well, Aguilar did come to fight, and although he may not win this one, he's showing his manager that he's willing to stand in there with a man who's regarded as one of the best fighters in the world.
You see the names of the fighters and the colors of the trunks which identify them in this WBA World Lightweight Championship bout. First of a doubleheader here from the Las Vegas Hilton on HBO.
You notice that Chavez is starting to reach in with his punches. Starting to really become over anxious. Not really setting his man up. The jab would do that also to get closer. And for a guy that's this tall, a southpaw, makes it quite different. It's not an easy task.
Perhaps Chavez has not been as disciplined about going to the body in the last round and a half as we would customarily expect from him. A lot of head hunting.
That's the key, because this guy's so tall and rangy, and he's throwing these overhand rights and left, and he's giving Chavez a different look. The body shots will slow all that down.
Hold it. Once you get out.
Certainly Aguilar has taken the worst of it so far, but by the same token, he seems to be gaining confidence with each passing minute.
There is definitely frustration in the eyes of Chavez. I know he's dropped his hands. Again, Aguilar's not really a big puncher, but his punches do sting.
And he's starting to find avenues through which to land them, Ray. A couple of right hands to the side of Chavez's head moments ago. Another great right by Chavez. Straight up the middle.
The difference we have with both fighters is the fact that although Chavez is throwing the heavier punches, Aguilar is throwing combinations.
Punching it out. All right, great.
Chavez landed twice to the head during the clinch before Richard Steele could pull them apart.
A couple low blows by both fighters.
And Aguilar becoming increasingly more active as the third round moves along. In the final 30 seconds of round 3 of this first of 2 World Championship bouts. Waiting in their dressing rooms, Marlon Starling, the WBA welterweight champ, and Mark Freeland in the role of challenger. And as round 3 ends, Chavez continues to stalk an increasingly more self-possessed #1 challenger Rodolfo Aguilar. And
there's Marlon Starling. Very self-possessed fellow. How you liking me now? A man who had to believe in himself because not too many other people did.
He is getting tired. He's opening his mouth like crazy. He is. You have to keep on moving. How's your legs? Okay, some Vaseline. Some Vaseline. The legs are okay? Okay.
Agua.
Water.
Vamos.
More water.
Vamos, moviendo.
Okay, move it. Jab, please.
If you had taken 3-to-1 odds that you could get here in the legal bookmakers, that the fight would have ended by the end of the 3rd round, you would have lost your money. It's even money if the fight doesn't go past 6 rounds.
You saw in the corner the tiny cut on the left eyelid of Aguilar, which now ranks as a target for Chavez, but Aguilar lands twice in close. Good left by Chavez in that exchange, but he took one in return.
You'll notice when Chavez attempts to throw his right hand, he brings that right foot up. And those are the type of problems that southpaw presents. Because again, it doesn't enable you to get proper leverage behind your punches. Aguilar's doing a good job here with his combinations.
Chavez now back to concentrating on the body, but having more difficulty getting through than was the case in round one. The straight right lands again.
Believe it or not, the best punch that I found effective on southpaw is not really a straight right hand, but a looping right hand, because it goes inside of the gloves.
Now there's blood coming from the nose of Aguilar as well as from above his left eye.
That's the right hand there that Chavez threw. But again, Jim, he needs to throw combinations. Chavez needs to throw more punches. Put them in bunches. There's the right hand again.
And the looping right hand that you suggested landed that time. Increasingly, Chavez looks to come up underneath to get to the body.
But he has to work his way inside and be a little more composed.
Good right hand by Aguilar. Tilted Chavez for a moment. Well, certainly as we proceed toward the closing seconds of round 4, there can be no doubt in Julio Cesar Chavez's mind that he's in against a qualified opponent.
Combination again by Aguilar. Chavez now telling him to come on in.
I thought that was a sign of frustration on Chavez's part that he would do that. Aguilar is fighting a very sophisticated fight. He's not running as most of us thought he would. He's fighting what one of his handlers called a technically punishing fight. He's trying to stay outside of Chavez's range and then jump in with those quick long left hands. Let's go to Harold Letterman, our unofficial official to see his scoring of the fight.
Well, thank you, Larry. I've got it 38-37 in favor of Rodolfo Aguilar in a close fight. I give Chavez an extra point for the clean knockdown in round 1. But Aguilar's doing a great job with hand speed, and I gave him the last 3 rounds because of the fact that he's landed so many punches.
I have the exact same score on my card, which means that the man we have designated as the heir apparent to the pound for pound